the brain behind this session, who is Nidhi Trivedi Mishra, who is also the founder of Chayanke Trust. And Chayanke, it is a charitable trust which works for the empowerment of the underprivileged kids and women mostly. And we are also associated with various drives to save the nature, helping the people during pandemic and during natural disasters. So about Nidhi Trivedi, she is, as I said, she's founder and director of Charitable Trust, and she's also passionate about working for the society, for the empowerment of the women, and that is how Chayanke took its shape. As in 2020, the entire world is going through a very major pandemic, and we all are going through a difficult time. So in this time wherein the entire methodology of the education and our job culture has shifted to online, so in this case we found that there is a need to make people, especially to make parents and kids aware about safety, but as far as safety online is concerned, safety on the internet is concerned. Give you a detailed insight, our founder, Nidhi Trivedi Mishra, would be taking through the presentation further. And then the psychological impact would be shared by Dr. Radhika, and there will be a small recap by me. So over to Nidhi. Thank you.
Thank you, Shraddha, for the introduction, and good evening to everyone. This is very important issue in today's scenario. Before this pandemic started, as an educator, I used to say to my students and to parents that please reduce the screen time. But due to this pandemic, we force our kids to sit in front of the screen for more than 3 to 4 hours. But in the same time, we cannot stop learning, because in this age kids needs to learn every day and each day. As Chayanke is taking care about the POXO Act, that is related to kids safety and security, why not we should talk about the online cyber security as well, to make our kids that much strong, that much aware about the net, that they can make themselves secure and safe during the online study and after it also. So as we know other medical impact, that if kid is sitting in front of the laptop, their eyesight especially, they are getting weak. This screen impact their brain, small neurons. We know the fine motor skills and gross motor skills. When kids are using these devices from the very early age, their fine and gross motor skills are changing. Their behavior pattern, their reaction, their response in each and everything is changing. So first of all, I would like to say to parents, before handing over any gadget to your kid, either it is a laptop, desktop, mobile, tablet, please always use virus protections like Norton antivirus, PC cleaning, McAfee and all. Always use a firewall. You are giving YouTube mobile to your kid to watch the YouTube video. I must say we have to do two things for the YouTube settings. Number one, we have to switch on the restricted mode. That restricted mode always protect the adult stuff or the abusive language stuff or the bad stuff. And you have to use the other setting that is called autoplay option. You should always stop the autoplay option, because nowadays each and every video is connected with the tag. So if if one tag is there, even that is not the age appropriate stuff, that is on by autoplay mode. Always do sign out, and please keep the active mode off. Always please see all the apps. Whatever is not useful for you, please remove those apps from your mobile and see the settings. Now I would like to say few no. Okay, tell your kid that whenever some browser is asking about your name, don't say your original name. Don't write down your original age with the month and the year. Don't write down your phone number, and don't write down exactly your home address, like house number oblique this area, then zip code. Try to avoid all this. Don't say any identity answer. If any site is asking what is your birthmark or what is your permanent mark, please don't tell all this thing or write in any site. Don't play on exe files. Exe files are executable files. If by mistake kid click on it, the virus can automatically download, and the stuff which is in your computer, it might be go to the hacker. That don't talk to a stranger, don't take any stuff from the stranger, don't allow a stranger to come near to you. So same things are applied in online classes and in on any online material. Tell your kid the person who is looking very attractive in any chat or any messenger or any photograph, that person might not be that much good from heart. That person might not be good from the brain. So don't go and attract towards any attractive photograph. That person maybe use the bad or abusive language after talking to you 2 or 3 times, or the person there who is talking to you, or the stranger who is talking to you, that person can get the information from you in the different ways and they can cheat you. Other thing that that kid might be thinking that he or she is doing a study, or she is doing talk with the person. People, especially strangers, they are not truthful. Tell this thing to your kid and remind them whenever you get the time. We should also use our pictures very carefully, very cautiously. We can see that somebody is taking the picture of your face and using something else, mixing something else, some body parts or something, or write something on your face. So I prefer, and I always tell to my kid and to students, please don't your front face picture on any social media site, and always share the good or decent picture as a profile pic. Profile hacking and camera hacking, these are the hacking which can be done by unauthorized person by taking control of your device. So camera hacking is very important. I would like to say to all the kids, when you are taking any class, please switch off your camera and switch off your microphone. When your teacher is asking, then only switch on your camera. Tell your kid during the online classes, if they see that somebody is trying to ping them, and if somebody is trying to come inside the class, please don't allow the person. Don't click on yes to allow, because as you click on during that minimum time also, so many information, whatever is in your desktop, they can hack it. Social trolling is another important issue nowadays during the online classes. Other kids started making comment or provoke you, okay, towards that picture. And online bullying is also very common nowadays. Kids say or behave bad or write down bad something about you, or whatever, even your project. Kids are doing projects, kids are saying storytelling, they are standing and they are saying when they get some topic, they are talking about it. And same time kids are writing and giving comments on the side by side messenger or the hangout. Or okay, so these are the things which we have to be careful. And during this pandemic, we got to know about all these things, that we have to talk and how we have to behave, how we have to make the family bonding and all. So yes, do the family bonding and talk about all those things to your kid. Be a role model. Talk on the healthy issues, talk on your kids liking, disliking, and talk about their favorite movies and all, so that you can get the idea what they are doing and what is going on in their mind. So that is very important. Now I would like to welcome Dr. Radhika. Dr. Radhika Badnati is a gynecologist, and she is working in the Citizens Multi-Speciality Hospital, Hyderabad. She is passionately to make society and environment a better place to live by different activities through the different groups, like primarily for Chhayanke. And she is a golden member of Chhayanke. She is in whenever Chhayanke organized any medical checkup camps, girls hygienic camps, she is always there. Her motto says, be the change. So welcome, Dr. Radhika.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Thanks, Nidhi, for a very nice introduction. and it's a pleasant evening where we have just now, Nidhi has given a very good information and insight to all the parents and the kids, to understand better about the cyber security and safety issues, which so much of things we were unaware and we would like to adopt it. And now what I would like to cover is, she has explained about how the kids can go through different cyber crimes or cyber threats, about the picture morphing, social trolling, cyberbullying, all these. When the kids are involved in this, they go through a lot of psychological and emotional distress. Okay, so if we are seeing any of these things like guilt, shock, fear, shame, confusion, anger, or depression or self-esteem in our kids, then it is a red alert for us to know what is happening, understand our kids, and learn what is going on. Kids and students, when they are going through online classes, they are a very vulnerable, section in all the population to be, to go through these cyber threats like bullying and other things, because they are innocent and they are not aware about many things. So it is our right to explain about all the safety which already has been covered. So now once we see that these symptoms are there, then we have to talk to the kids and know what is going on with them. So what we told above are the short-term effects. Once the kids, they have some anger, sometimes what they do is they try to take revenge and get into retaliation, and they try to get into the law, the law of bullying and the victim cycle. So it's better to advise the kids to tell that not to go in for this revenge thing, and try to forgive them and try to see how we can solve the problem. Okay, and then the long-term effects can be very traumatic to their mental status, where it can affect their psychological and emotional status, where they can, can have a lot of anxiety, stress, and then they get disinterested in the usual activities they were enjoying before. They're not able to enjoy now. So their friendships are affected, their studies affected, because their so confidence is, they just crashed when they go through these incidents. And when they are in this very low and depressed mood, sometimes it can get so severe that thoughts of suicide also can set in. So this is a very serious concern, and when such things are noted, it is very important to seek the help of healthcare provider for further evaluation and support. And some of the physical symptoms that the kids can go through when they undergo this mental trauma is they can have a lot of headache and lot of stress. So these has to be identified. And sometimes malicious actors or pedophiles, they can get into the online chatting or online conversation with kids, and they take the undue advantages of this familiarity, and then can lead to the get them to engage in inappropriate sexual behavior, which can affect the kids later on. And so when these depression and all these things are happening, it affects the students' studies, which can also lead to the, in their grades, it will affect their grades and they can fail. And then it can lose their academics to a significant status. So these are all the effects. So when after knowing what the psychological and the emotional impact, it is very important as parents to know some do's and don'ts about it. First thing is, what I would suggest the parents is, when they're going through their online classes, please monitor the kids, what is happening, and try to spend some few minutes with the kids to understand how their online classes are going on, or are there any things that they are not comfortable with. And you have to gain their trust and confidence so that they can share these sensitive information with you. So spending time with them regarding this is very important, and keep telling all the safety features. First thing is, when they go through these cyber threats or attacks or bullying, kids are already in a state of shock and guilt. So it's very important that parents don't panic and blame the child. And it's very important to be very supportive and not be aggressive and keep on telling the child, don't do that, don't do this.